So what's new in the 2567? Today we're going to talk about K-918. It's the replacement for the old K-144. I'm sure everybody has got a tag on this at one point or the other. They had questions on what's high mortality parts, how is this, does this affect this? I mean, it's been a big deal over the years. So today we're going to talk about what's the same and what changed. So what's the same? You still have to have two manuals in two separate places, one in the administrator's office, one in the maintenance shack. You still have to have your high mortality parts. Yes, they have to be on site. You can't just say, I'm going to call Napa. Weekly inspections, monthly tests. Now, if you're in Texas, you still have to run it for 30 minutes weekly. The timing's the same. 10 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 minutes on the cool down, unless you have a air-cooled prime mover that's 15 kW or less, and I've only seen one of those in the last 4 years, so I don't think you have one of those. Annual test of the circuit breaker. A lot of people have confliction on this. The actual test of the circuit breaker called out in 110 is actually on the circuit breaker. It's between the prime mover generator and the transfer switch. You still have to have a 4-hour fuel supply and backup fuel for natural gas generators. Now, so what's different? The test of the spark-driven generators, such as propane, natural gas, and gasoline, which I would never recommend because gasoline sucks nowadays, those can actually be 30 minutes or until the water temperature or the oil temperature has equalized, whichever's later. It's probably going to be the water temperature at 210 after so long. You can now have maintenance-free batteries. You have to do a quarterly conductivity test, basically a load test on the battery. Now, monthly load tests used to be, it was just you had to run it for 30 minutes monthly under load. Now it's 30 minutes under load after normal operating conditions. You can still do an annual load bank. Guess what? The annual load bank is only 90 minutes, not 2 hours. So a big one that's coming up is level 1 generators, which is most of the nursing homes out there today. Level 1 generator sets now have to have a 4-hour test every 3 years, and you have to have documentation of that. They also, diesel generators have to have an annual fuel test. It's an ATSN deal. Now, what does this mean to you? Well, basically it just means more paperwork you get to handle. But everybody's realized that generators are the lifebloods of the facilities. They keep everything going whenever things are going to crap. So a little more care and testing is put into these systems, just like your fire alarm or sprinkler system. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.